Happy Thursday! I love how these days just keep continuing, and it wasn't initially even planned to be like a little mini series of the week, but it just created itself. So cheers to you enjoying this alongside with me. Thinking about Thursday and how it's generally a day to just get through in anticipation for Friday when it's the weekend that starts. Thursday, I thought, sitting in silence, a couple of different things came over a period of yesterday and today. And each one I thought, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't really see it that direction, but okay. And it wasn't until right before turning on the camera that boom goes the cannon, came through happiness. Thursday should be a day, a reminder about happiness, because often if we look to Jim Carrey, someone with wealth and fame and incredible success in his career, he's hilarious. By all means, he looks so happy. And he is one of, to me, the most unexpected, amazing spiritual people to hear talk. And he says something about, I wish that everybody could be rich and famous so they could see that that isn't it. Meaning that in life, he's searching for it too. The way everybody searches for it. And he's at the peak of the external validation from the world, and that's not it. And we're going to just have to trust him and go with him on letting us know, unless any Jim Carrey people are watching. But it always goes back to what we know, that the answer is within. So if you've been doing the other days, you've been doing your Self-Care Tuesday, you've got some meditation under your belt, and you've been going through with me, you'll see that this makes a lot of sense. That you're not happy because life is going the way you want. You're happy because you're happy. You're not happy because you're sitting down and enjoying an incredible meal. You're sitting down and enjoying an incredible meal because you're happy. And if it's the other way around, that you're using that external validation, the scrolling, it's a hollow victory of happiness. And chances are you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I know exactly what I'm talking about because we've all lived it, where you get everything you've wanted and you look around and you go, it's not quite how I thought it would be. That I'll be happy when I've got. We've all arrived at that mindset of I'll be happy when. We've all arrived. At some point, everything in your life now is something that you've wished for in the past. And is it the answer? Chances are it's not, unless you've found how to harness the power of within and cultivate that happiness and not need it out of balance, is needing it reflected from another. That's codependency. That's needing external validation to feel good about yourself. You should feel good about yourself because you're freaking incredible. You don't need your spouse or your kids or your coworkers or anybody else to validate that. And the funniest part is, that's where a lot of us go searching for a lot of our lives. And it's not until we shut it down and shut it down and shut it down and shut it down and light it up inside, and we find it, that it's within, that it's reflected, and that it's in reality reflected back to us. When we find that validation and that love for ourselves, the world finds it for us because that's what we're shining. And when you shine it for yourself, you shine it for others. And it just feels incredible. So happiness is a great place to land on this amazing Thursday. And as we contemplate on it, it pairs well with all of the other days. Go back and rewatch some of them. Watch them in a row. See what really stands out to you. See what is calling your next step. Where are you centered at 12 o'clock? Where are you a little off balance? Where are you a little off balance the other way? Most likely, if it's meditation that you still haven't done and you're still putting off, it's what you need the most. And if you did it once and it's not part of the routine, get it in the routine. Do it again. Add it either in the morning, right when you wake up, set your alarm for 15 or 30 minutes, an hour maybe, as you work up to it earlier, because that's how much time you'll want. Set it the intention before bed to maybe make a cup of tea and sit down and enjoy it. By the time you're done, your tea will be the perfect temperature to sip post meditation contemplations. It's all for you. Every time you choose meditation, you're choosing yourself. And every time you choose yourself, you're taking that staircase closer and closer and closer down into the center, into where all of the answers are, and you're going to find the most epic piece of your life. And in there, that is where we choose happiness, because it's a choice. You can either rely on your external world in its current reflection. And I said it the other day in one of the video titles, that I like to think of the external world as a receipt. Like everything we've created, everything we thought, everything we lived, all of the frequencies, what you're seeing around you is a receipt. It's a finish of the past. And so if you're looking at it, you're copying and pasting it into your future. And you can look at it, of course, and enjoy it. That's why we're here. But then spending the time to create in your mind absent of that, not relying on that for happiness, but finding what brings you happiness and paying attention to it and putting your focus on it, and then watching it show up in your world in amazing ways and through amazing people and friendships and synchronicities and partners and things your kids say and random strangers and the animals that come up to you and the way the clouds move and the way the weather changes, and all of these seemingly at one point in your life autopilot things that you maybe didn't even pay attention to, because I never did, that now in the present moment you see it changing before your eyes, and you see the reflections changing, and you know your intention, and then you live the life linked with it. And it's just incredible that from that place of cultivated happiness, you see it everywhere around you. You see the gift of life everywhere around you. You see the game, and you see that life gets to be so good because you're approaching it from this healthy, happy, balanced place within you. It's nothing that you had to purchase. It's nothing that you needed to do. It's nowhere you needed to go. Although things that you purchase, you can enjoy the hell out of. Things that you do, places you go, yeah, so much happiness. I'm telling you, when I'm in Monaco at the Grand Prix, I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it. When I am in Hawaii with my toes on the sand, it is going to light me up. When I go to the Virgin Islands, yes, I'm going to get that incredible huge mocktail. I'm going to get the fresh coconut. I love getting fresh young coconuts. I'm going to be front stage dancing with people. I am going to see that friend in London that I have dreamed about seeing in person. I'm going to run up to her and bear hug her. All of these moments are going to be incredible, and they're going to be some of like the max happiness, but they're not going to make me happy. I'm going to be happy being there, and that will allow me to enjoy them to their fullest. When I am back in California and sitting down at Javier's or some incredible restaurant that there is only there, and I sit down and my meal comes and the waiter comes and the ambiance is there and I have my friends there and the company there, and you sit down to enjoy it, it's going to make me so happy. But not because it's actually making me happy, because I'm so happy that I'm fully enjoying every second of the experience. You see the difference? There's a subtle difference at first glance, and there is a depth of difference when you switch and you live it from there. So Thursday is an incredible reminder to choose happiness, not to judge your external reaction, because this is just a receipt. This is just a printout of the past, okay? We're going to put our focus of where we want to go. We're going to put our focus where we want to go. And the best place to do that is in meditation. And living in that balanced central, neutral, 12 o'clock, hell yeah, highest good. Life feels incredible from here. There are endless possibilities. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. You can be anyone. And when you really dive into that, you realize that any choice in your life where you choose something other than what you highest desire is probably a program running. It's probably a limiting belief in your mind that you can't do that, that you were programmed to think you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not whole, all of that comes from within and begins to override those programs. And you see them as programs. You see that you want to step out and do something, and you feel the things that come up, the resistance, and you lean into that and go, okay, what is that? You can remove it. You can focus more intently on what it is you desire. You can do all of these things to push forward through the ceilings, the invisible ceilings we have in our life, in every category of our life, the resistance we feel trying to keep us here, stuck, small, in whatever container we're in. It's up to us to decide what container we're going to be in. We don't have to stick with the one we're in. And that all comes from getting back into the driver's seat, commanding your focus, sitting in meditation, removing those things that aren't us so that we become more authentically shining diamonds of the things that are us. And then from there, knowing your hell yeah, following it, setting your intention on future things that you would love to experience, and then enjoying them, because this whole life is a game. We talked about it yesterday, the impermanence that it's going to end. So how do you want to live it? You want to be happy? You want to complain? Because you can't have both. And if you're not the one complaining, but you're surrounding yourself with complainers out of habit or guilt or whatever, it's the same. It's the frequency. The frequency of complaining is one of the most toxic frequencies to the body. If you could see energetically what it does, you would never waste 2 seconds in a room like that. But we all do. We all do. And realizing it is a huge step. So if you've realized that lately, kudos. That's huge. It's one step closer to choosing happiness, and that's what you deserve. That's what we're all here for. And when we feel into that happiness, everything lights up. We become our highest good. We become God in the universe, the source, flowing through us into the world, taking aligned action and inspired action. And we become alive, and that frequency radiates and ripples to those around us, and we change lives, our own first and others around us. And you go to bed satisfied, and you wake up excited, hell yeah, for running towards your day of what you get to do. So, happiness, contemplate it. Are you choosing it? If not, why not? How are you going to add it? What other practices are you going to circle back to and help you find that happiness? Go enjoy your beautiful day. You deserve it. Thank you for being here. Remember to follow that intuition, follow that guidance wherever it leads. Leave a comment if you feel so inspired and had any thoughts to share your beautiful genius with other people. Because when you create and put things into the world through comments or love or thinking to call somebody, whatever you do, it gets where it needs to go, and it creates that ripple effect. So go and do it and be your beautiful, unique, only one of you that there exists in the world out of billions of people. Have an amazing day.